A U.S. aircraft carrier is one of the most powerful and intimidating military assets in the world. It's not just a ship, it's a floating fortress capable of projecting America's military might across vast stretches of the world's oceans. But behind the steel hull, advanced weaponry, and fighter jets lies a much more complex and often brutal reality. A system so intricate and massive that it can only be truly understood by looking at the people who make it work, the sailors. These sailors, living and working aboard the carrier, face some of the most grueling conditions imaginable. From the moment they set foot on the ship, they become part of a highly coordinated machine, where every action and every moment counts. Life on an aircraft carrier is like living in a high-stakes, high-speed factory, one that never stops moving, one that is always ready for combat, and one where mistakes can be catastrophic. The size of a U.S. aircraft carrier is staggering. These ships can stretch over 1,000 feet long, longer than 3 football fields put together. They weigh more than 100,000 tons and can carry 5,000 sailors and up to 90 aircraft. The ship is more than just a floating base for fighter jets. It's a self-sustaining mobile war station that can operate for months without returning to port. It's a small city at sea with its own medical facilities, kitchens, recreation areas, and more. But unlike cities on land, this floating city is in constant motion, constantly maintaining military readiness. The flight deck is the most visible part of the aircraft carrier and arguably the most dangerous. It's where fighter jets take off and land, sometimes just seconds apart, in a chaotic, high-speed environment. The jets are catapulted into the air using massive steam-powered or electromagnetic catapults, accelerating from 0 to 150 miles per hour in just a few seconds. On the landing side, the stakes are just as high. When a fighter jet lands on a carrier, it slams into the deck at incredible speed, and it must catch an arrestor wire to stop in time. If it misses, it has to immediately take off again. No second chances. This high-stakes operation requires a crew that is intensely trained and always on alert. Every sailor on the flight deck plays a specific role, with each color-coded shirt representing a different responsibility. Yellow directs the aircraft, red handles munitions, purple manages fuel, blue moves equipment, green works on maintenance, and white is responsible for safety and medical support. The entire team must work in flawless coordination to ensure the planes are launched and returned safely. It's a dance of steel and precision, but with deadly consequences if a single move goes wrong. Underneath the flight deck lies the heart of the aircraft carrier, where the sailors maintain and operate the ship's systems. The carrier's vast engines, power supply, radar systems, and weaponry all rely on sailors working tirelessly in cramped, noisy, and often dangerous conditions. The engine rooms are some of the hottest places on the ship, filled with the hum of machinery and the constant pressure to keep the ship moving forward. Navigating through the tight spaces of the ship, crew members are often working long shifts, sometimes up to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, for months at a time. It's not just the engines that require constant attention, but also the weapon systems, radar systems, and aircraft maintenance. A single malfunction or breakdown could mean the difference between life and death in combat. The constant pressure on the crew can be exhausting, both physically and mentally. Sailors sleep in stacked bunks just feet away from where bombs are stored and fuel is pumped. There's little privacy, and the constant noise, vibration, and movement of the ship can make it difficult to rest. Life aboard an aircraft carrier is a grueling experience. There's a constant sense of urgency, and time becomes meaningless. Days blend into weeks, and weeks blend into months. Many sailors will spend months at sea, far from home and family, with limited access to communication. The stresses of being confined to such a small, isolated environment take a toll on the crew, but the bond between sailors is undeniable. It's a community built on trust, discipline, and shared sacrifice. The ship's operations are not just about taking off and landing jets. They're about maintaining a constant state of readiness. The aircraft carrier is designed to operate anywhere. It doesn't need to return to port for resupply for months at a time. This is due to its ability to carry all the supplies it needs, including food, water, medical supplies, and ammunition, all of which are managed by an incredibly efficient logistics system. A fleet of support ships, including oilers and supply vessels, work in tandem with the carrier to ensure that it remains operational, no matter how long it is deployed. The carrier's radar systems and communication networks are its eyes and ears. The ship's radar can detect aircraft and ships from hundreds of miles away, while its communication systems allow the crew to coordinate with other Navy vessels, aircraft, and ground forces. The information gathered by these systems is critical in both defensive and offensive operations. The aircraft carrier is not just a weapon, it's a command center that integrates intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance to provide a comprehensive picture of the battle space. One of the most remarkable aspects of the aircraft carrier is its ability to project power across the globe. Whether it's enforcing no-fly zones, launching airstrikes, or providing humanitarian assistance, the carrier has the flexibility to handle any mission. When a conflict arises, an aircraft carrier can be on station within days, providing air superiority and the capability to strike deep into enemy territory. And because the carrier can move, it's always a dynamic force that can quickly reposition itself, unlike ground-based forces that are confined to specific territories. The strategic value of the aircraft carrier cannot be overstated. It's a tool of deterrence, ensuring that no adversary can act without knowing that the U.S. Navy can respond quickly and decisively. The carrier allows the U.S. to maintain a presence in vital regions, ensuring that the world's most important trade routes remain open and that regional conflicts are kept in check. However, as powerful as the aircraft carrier is, it is not without its vulnerabilities. While the ship is equipped with state-of-the-art defense systems to intercept missiles and aircraft, it is still a large target. Anti-ship missiles, submarines, and advanced technologies like hypersonic weapons represent significant threats to the carrier's safety. This is why the Carrier Strike Group, the carrier's supporting fleet of destroyers, cruisers, and submarines, plays a crucial role in providing defense. These vessels are tasked with defending the carrier against missile attacks, submarines, and surface vessels. It's a multi-layered defense strategy. But even then, the risk to the aircraft carrier is always present. Despite these risks, the aircraft carrier remains one of the most potent weapons in the U.S. military arsenal. Its endurance, strategic flexibility, and intimidating presence make it the centerpiece of American naval power. With technological advancements like the Ford-class carriers coming into service, the capabilities of the aircraft carrier are only going to grow. The future of the carrier looks promising, with new systems designed to make it more efficient, stealthier, and more effective in combat. As technology continues to evolve, so too does the role of the aircraft carrier. It will remain the cornerstone of American power projection, a symbol of military dominance, and a vital asset in an increasingly unpredictable world. The aircraft carrier is not just a ship. It's the embodiment of American strength and influence, always ready, always poised, and always prepared to defend and project power on the world stage.